Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Wait What? The podcast where the only thing that goes off the rails is a train of thought. Joining me today is a very funny comic, Jelena. How
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for coming by.
Thanks for having me. I'm
Yeah,
already distracted.
yeah. we kind of hit the ground running with this, and it's sometimes sometimes maybe you appreciate that. Like this sometimes makes me wish I didn't drive as much.
I don't drive, so this is just funny to
Yeah,
me.
and I like how they my favorite thing about like this particular YouTube channel is that they throw in like the aftermath.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like, oh, information was exchanged or nothing. I
Okay.
I think the worst one
You
is,
get the closure.
yeah.
That's good.
I think the worst one is when it's like they got away, and it's just like,
Oh,
oh. And then you see like sometimes they could be pretty bad, and you're like, oh my god.
yeah. It was the first few were funny. Actually, maybe it's not as funny
Yeah.
anymore.
But how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I just got a new haircut, so I
Yeah.
might be doing a lot of this
Yeah.
throughout the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Early thoughts on the haircut? Well, I like it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Did it come out the way you envisioned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Better?
very happy with what she did. So,
Nice.
yay. How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you for asking. I know it's gonna sound like a weird sentence, but I'm very new to haircuts in my life.
Uh,
Like going to places.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because my mom would cut my hair for a lot of
That's
time.
good.
Yeah. So I don't know how to ask for haircuts when I go for myself.
That's, yeah, I'm guessing it's easier when you don't have as much hair.
Yeah. But let's get this started, Yana. So who is Yana? Like, what is the origin there?
Where do I start? Um, well, I was born in Serbia.
Oh, okay.
And I'm from Eastern Europe. I don't know how far back they want me to
No, yeah.
go.
At whatever point you feel comfortable starting at.
It
Yeah.
all started when, no,
My first memory is when I was 2.
oh, I don't want to talk about that. So I applied the war. No, I actually did,
Or,
but that we don't have to talk about that.
mhm.
No, yeah, I was born in Serbia. I am the youngest of the three.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, I just
Mm,
a bunch of different things, I guess.
yeah.
I'm not sure where I would.
How were you in school?
Um, oh, school. I was different in different parts of the education.
Mm,
So in elementary school, I was, I guess, pretty average.
mm,
Um, I'd always been good in languages and
mm,
just subjects where you can talk a lot and
yeah.
give your opinions and
Yeah. Good. Good for comedy, right?
yeah, it shows
Yeah.
nowadays. And then I wasn't really good at math, although I was good at other like natural sciences.
Hmm.
I did like physics and chemistry, biology especially. And then high school, just all over the place, I
Oh, okay.
guess. High school was tough.
Is that when you kind of came more to who you are and just kind of ran with that more, or?
Oh God, no, no. High school, I went to like a vocational, specialized high school for languages and
Mm.
linguistics. But what I wanted to do was like medicinal school, med school,
Oh, okay.
because in Serbia we do have a vocational medicine high school.
Oh, okay.
Um, I just didn't do it. I thought that I couldn't. I thought that I just wasn't good enough in math and everything
Mm.
that I needed to be good in.
Yeah.
So I went the easier route. So no, yeah, high school was a lot. I was all over the place. I did
Mm.
not find myself back then, for sure. I think
Yeah.
kind of more lost myself than anything else. But then I went to college and I started studying psychology, and that's where I kind of started being a
Oh,
good
okay. Nice.
student with good
Yeah.
grades and
Yeah. So
interested. Um,
psychology is pretty like tricky itself, right? But I feel like it's very interesting on like all the stuff you can learn like from the mind, right?
it's very fun. It's very interesting. I wouldn't say that it's hard necessarily. Well, maybe there's a lot of information,
Mm.
but it's so interesting that it just makes it a lot easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, like just learning about everything and the effects and how you're like, oh, that causes this, and then trying to find the reasons behind that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's where I found myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, it taught me a lot about myself and other people.
Yeah.
So that was very helpful.
Was there moments where you were reading thing like say like just something about someone like not someone but then reading about like just an effect of people's mind and you're like I know someone that has this and then
Yeah,
you
that someone was usually me. I wouldn't say that I was analyzing other people as much as I was myself,
yeah
just because it's fun. It's like,
yeah
oh wow, I am textbook this or that,
yeah
and you go from there. And then
yeah
once I found that I'd say enough about myself, that's when I started seeing those things in other people as well.
mm.
But it was mostly about me, where I was like, oh wow, okay.
You check the book to see if it's not about you like is this about me but that's interesting okay that's
What did you study?
I didn't I only went to college for 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to be a teacher at the time,
Mhm.
and just being there, I'm very bad at doing the things I'm supposed to do
Mhm.
for. So I didn't when I was supposed to sign up for like my like basic like classes, math, and all that stuff for college, they were all filled. So,
Mhm.
so the only class that I could fill was like a freshman class that everyone took at the time, and then a speech and syntax
Mhm.
class, and then like an acting class.
Okay.
Because they were like, oh, if you're gonna speak, like being a teacher is public speaking,
Yeah,
so this is gonna help you kind of get there.
that makes sense.
Yeah, and then, but that kind of got me thinking, like, what am I doing here? Like, and yeah, I mean, and then I just did that, and then I decided to like, you know what? What if I just work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's important to go to college to see what you want, but also what you don't want. And
yeah,
I think that everyone should try it.
yeah,
And
and
then
then
if it's not for you, it's just not for you. You
yeah.
know?
So then I remember my first midterm. I still try to treat it like a high school test,
Mm.
where I'm like, oh, okay, like I know it. I don't need to study. And then the first, because I had one U.S. history class, and it was like, oh, in detail, explain how this affected this, and I'm like, I know how, I don't know the detail. So then I'm like, you know what? What if we just call it here?
Yeah. No, it's
I,
good. I mean, it's good not to waste more time on something that you know is just not
no,
right for
yeah. So
you.
then after that, I remember that day, I turned in my test. The professor saw it, like, you sure? And I'm like, yep. And then next day, I was like, I would like to withdraw from all my classes.
Peace out.
Yeah. And then like, you should have done it 2 days ago because you could have refunded some of your money.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
I'm like, you know what? The price of knowing.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And people finish colleges with hundreds of thousands in debt,
Hmm.
and they don't do what they finished the college
Yeah.
for. So,
Especially like with teaching, I know like that's a not a high paying. It's a very underpaid
mm,
like profession. So I'm thankful that I didn't go through with it, but sometimes I do wonder like how life would have been different had I gone down that path.
mhm.
You know?
It's never too late.
Yeah.
I started going
Yeah.
to school again at like 28, so
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
there's always time.
And then okay, so let me ask you this: so what pushed you to go into comedy?
Oh, I don't know. I like to say that I'm a writer first.
Hmm.
I feel like I've been writing my whole life pretty much.
Yeah.
I think I started writing poetry when I was 5 or 6,
Oh, nice.
and then just kind of went from there. Comedy specifically, I don't know. I don't even remember the exact moment when that kind of switched.
Hmm.
Um, I think I was watching, one of my favorite comedians is Taylor Tomlinson,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I think I was watching her quarter life crisis back in Serbia,
Hmm.
and I think that she said something that reminded me of a joke I made sometime in life, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh wow, she said something that I also said.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I could do this, but
Mm.
I couldn't because comedy in Serbia is not really big or
Hmm.
anything, or at least not where I grew up. And so that was just it wasn't an actual plan or
Okay.
a thing that I was working towards until I moved here, and then I I was doing, you know how it goes, like New Year's resolutions and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the first things that came to mind was I was just trying to put myself more out there about the opportunities and meeting
Hmm.
people and just doing whatever it is I wanted to do but didn't have the opportunity. And one of the things that was on the list was stand up. And I just kind of impulsively signed up for a class at Second City.
Nice.
I was like, you live in the city where comedy is so big
Yeah.
and there are so many opportunities and so many great comedians, and yeah, so I just signed up and went from there. That
Okay,
was
nice.
January 2025 when I started
Okay. Uh,
last year.
yeah. How how do you think the class like helped you like other than joke writing? Like, did it really give you the insight you needed that this is something you wanted to do?
um it gave me the confidence to start.
Hmm.
That's, I think, the most important thing that that class has, and the people that I met. My instructor was Erin Field. Shout out to Erin.
Shout out.
Um, she's awesome. My idea behind it was, oh, like if I just go and do it myself, if I go start doing open mics by myself, then it's solely my responsibility if I suck.
No,
But then
okay.
if I sign up for a class, I can be like, it's
Yeah,
Second City.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
not laughing. They didn't teach me.
yeah. They didn't.
No,
That's actually a good way to think about it.
that was my excuse. No, but it did give me the confidence. We were having kind of like an open mic every single week in
Hmm.
between the, I think there was 8 or 9 of us. And in the beginning they were all strangers. Now we're still kind of friends and we still see each other, and shout out to them too.
Yeah.
I love those people. But in the beginning we were all strangers to each other, so it was very intimidating to go up even in front of 8 or 9 people and
Yeah.
tell jokes. And that's, I think so. Yeah, it gave me confidence and it gave me kind of starting points on joke writing
Mhm.
in terms of the topics,
Yeah.
because that was, I think, I didn't have any structure to it. I
Oh,
just had
okay.
scattered
Yeah,
thoughts.
yeah.
And
You just had them help formulate it together, and
yes,
it's like, all right, this is how you put it. Now go.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And
nice.
then they put a show for the students. At the end of the class we had, I think, 50 or 60 people in the audience,
Wow.
and that probably gave me the most confidence.
Hmm.
People laughed.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, people are actually finding me funny.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, maybe I actually could do this. And so yeah,
Okay.
that was the beginning.
Nice. Do so. This was roughly last year. So you. I mean, yeah. Because normally, what like I would like to ask is like, is there anything from that first set day what you would take now? Like, is there knowing like from that year difference? Is there anything that you wrote for that you would write different, or you think you could have like had you had the idea now, you would have made a different joke?
Um, I think that my topics haven't changed a
Hmm.
lot. Definitely different different delivery,
Okay.
different concept of different structure of a joke. I do still use some of those were more premises back then.
Oh, okay.
Like when I watch that video now, I'm like, oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't as good.
Mm.
That it was okay. It was fun, but it
Yeah.
wasn't really good. And then everything, when I apply everything that I've learned so far through open mics and doing shows and looking at other comics, interacting with them, I'd say it's a lot better. I'm not saying it's good,
Yeah.
but it's definitely a lot
Yeah.
better than it was back
Yeah.
then.
Because I think it's interesting when you can see your own growth,
Hmm.
and like, and I think that's where my like the the question stems from that because there's ideas that I had in the beginning because I'm roughly going in my first year.
Mhm. Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, this month would be my year.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. and and there's things I first thought of, and then I'm like, oh, like this is funny, and then I did it and it did okay. Now I think back or I go through my notes and it's like, yeah, you see, that's I should have done that different.
Yeah.
Like there's that should not have gone with this, and then it's interesting to see the growth, or even in as you get more time into it to see that mind happen in time, or
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this joke actually isn't for this, it's actually for this. So I think that's always interesting to revisit the original stuff to see like what would you have done, you know?
That, yeah, that makes sense. But also, I don't know if that happens to you. I feel like that happens every single time I do a show. Every single
Mm,
time I watch a show, I'm like, you could have done that differently.
yeah,
That was the wrong eye contact. That was the wrong movement. The wrong, like,
yeah.
just like you always see something that could be better. And I think that's like there's, you know, a beauty
Yeah.
in it because there's always something to work on.
No, yeah, and then sometimes it's the one thing you think you're gonna get perfect and you nail it, and it's like, oh, well, you should have focused on this, and you're like, all right, and the next one you focus on that, and it's always kind of something always that,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not that it wasn't good. People love it. People laugh, and then but you're like, oh, you know what? But I think that's the artist or the craft that where you want it. I want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. I think that I would say, oh, I'm a perfectionist. I'm not special. And I think every comedian is a perfectionist in a
Yeah.
way. And it's so, it's like with starting with anything. The first time you're like, oh, this is easy because you don't really know anything about it. And then once you get to actually learn and see how other people do it and the ways you can improve, you see that you can work on one joke for literally a full year and it still won't be
Yeah.
fully complete and fully perfect.
Yeah.
There's still some stuff to do on it. So
Yeah.
so that's good. It's never boring.
No, for sure. And then there was a joke I had that I was stuck just trying to take it the wrong direction.
Hmm.
And then one day it just clicked like, we'll take it this way. And
Yeah.
it finally worked. And I'm like, all right, you see? And I was so stubborn on letting it go this way.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to like let it go. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I don't like if I see that something's not working or that I'm not getting it or that whatever, I don't do it for 2 or 3 or 5 months and then once I see it from that distance,
Mm.
it's like, oh, okay. It clicks
Yeah, it
once
should
you
have
have a
been this.
distance from it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did also want to ask, like, you, I saw that you like you run 5Ks and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
How's the training for that, or how's you just like being an athletic person, or how? Well, is that a weird question? I don't know. I think I presented that
No, I'm
weird.
just laughing. I'm
Yeah.
just laughing because I started running when I stopped drinking.
No. Okay.
So no, I don't like being an athletic person necessarily. I just like not drinking. um it's yeah, it started like that. I stopped drinking somewhere and it was November 2023,
Okay.
2.5 years ago. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was
Mm.
like, it was like a hard period of life.
Yeah.
A bunch of things happened in literally a month, and so I also stopped smoking cigarettes. I used to smoke. Very Eastern European of me. So just like within 1 month, I stopped drinking, stopped smoking cigarettes. I broke up a 6 year relationship. It was just like a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
And I literally just did not know what to do with myself. I was not athletic. I was so far from that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, just, just,
Let's do it.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
went out and started running. And then running is kind of addictive. I think that's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't do it much, but I've heard there's the runner's high.
There is, there
Yeah,
is. I thought that that was a myth, and I was like, there's no way that, running can make you feel anything other than pain and suffering.
yeah,
But I hate to say it, it can, it
yeah.
can, and it's one of the best highs I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna lie and say the best,
Yeah.
because there are drugs that get you there. But it is good.
Yeah.
It's just, ugh, it's so good.
But that's awesome. I mean, it's. I mean, obviously, it's a positive thing that came out of this after deciding not to drink. But to see, because I think you run a good amount. Like you've done like 5Ks and like some.
I did a marathon too.
Yeah. You see,
That was the
I
that was
was.
the most that I've
Yeah.
done to myself.
Was it the Bank of America one
It
or?
wasn't. I didn't have an entry for that. I did this Plains River Trail one. It
Mm-hmm.
was literally a day before the Bank of America.
Oh, okay.
It did not go the way I wanted it to, but like I finished. I did it. And
Nice.
then I was like, I'm never gonna do this again in my entire life.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, well, maybe just this
Just the Bank of
year.
America one you gotta.
Yeah, maybe just one more. Now that the trauma is over,
Yeah.
I forgot the pain that I went through. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe again. I'll see.
Let's get back on it.
Um,
Like
yeah.
everyone in the comments say that you want her to run a marathon. If we get at least two, you're gonna have to do it.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
One of the comments is from you. Like
No. No. Keep your keyboards to yourselves. Yeah, no, I don't. I think that running and comedy is probably, it's like two of the best things that ever happened to me in my
nice.
entire life. I think that's, I would recommend anyone struggling with anything to really just start running. That's, I know it sounds like a cult. I sound like I'm inviting people to a cult, and sure, I am.
The running comics cult.
Running comics cult.
Yeah.
There are a few other comics who run too.
Yeah, I know I seen. Do you know Robin Pratt's? I know I seen him with like 5K medals and stuff like that, and I'm
I
like,
don't.
that's awesome. Like I've been trying to get in better shape, health wise, and everything, and then I think that what I know I don't know how to gauge the goal, but like what, at some point in this lifetime, let's do a 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do like a comedy runners club, and
Yeah.
then we all run together. But also, you don't have to run the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can also walk. It's just a very nice community, and it's a very nice way to meet people and to just, it's a nice social activity. With
Yeah,
all the run
and
clubs, I think Chicago has over 100 or 200 different
yeah,
run clubs.
there's one in this neighborhood.
Yeah, when does
Yeah.
it meet?
I think I would say like Sundays at 9 in the morning, and then I think weekdays maybe around 5 or 6.
That's good.
Yeah, cause sometimes I work Sundays at 10, so I leave here at 9, and I always see them gathering on the street, and there's a good amount of people, and I'm always like, who knew? Like
No, yeah,
yeah.
it's just, just showing up. That's all it takes. I think that's why I love running so much, because it really doesn't require anything fancy, anything. You don't need anything. You just need to get out,
Yeah.
And once you get out and you show up for yourself, and in that way, it starts becoming easier to show up for yourself in other areas of life too. I feel like running has taught me so much, like not just in terms of, you know, being athletic or whatever, but just it kind of gives you the confidence and perseverance, and
Yeah.
I still sound like I'm in a cult.
So you're promising salvation is what you're saying.
Come to us, we'll save you.
Through running we'll be able to.
Okay, this will sound so dramatic, but I do think that running genuinely saved my life in a way.
No, and I believe it, because there are certain things in life that can do that for you,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mentioned it a lot of times on this, like comedy did that for me. Where I was life wasn't good a year and a half ago. Like it wasn't bad, I just wasn't doing anything. It's one of those like I'm alive but not living. just drinking too much every day, like to the point where like I would drink at work. Not the job I have now, but
Not the job he has now.
not the job I have now.
If you're a boss listening to
Yeah.
this, he's not drinking at your work.
No, never there, never there. But and yeah, it was just like um one day I work with a good friend of mine, and he started going to the gym. So one day I just hit me like, you know what, I'm gonna start going with you. You know, so I started going to the gym. It was early February or still in the cold months, and then later on in June, that's when my friend had told me that Obi, which from Host Comedy, I'm not sure if you met him, that he was started an open mic, and she was like, "Hey, this is something you said you always wanted to try. Go there." And I feel like so I cut back on the drinking. I aim to stop. That's my real goal. And just being like just the gym and then the comedy like that like the really and then that's the thing with comedy, like it really gave me like a purpose again. Like I know like how you're saying like to sound dramatic.
No,
But
I get
yeah,
it. I get it.
but yeah, to it really shut down the pattern, and even like the terrible decisions I was making, like looking back are like I wouldn't want to lose this for that, because in hindsight it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
like so I'm thankful. Yeah, like it's awesome that we can find these things that can like help us move forward, and just
Yeah.
being like, hey, look, like this helped me find a second win.
Yeah.
And,
How did you what was your first open mic like? What was
they
it?
they say it went well. I had a decent 5 minutes that I wrote over the course of 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, comedy is not something that you just thought of.
no,
You've been working on that a while.
yeah, I wanted to do it since high school,
Okay.
early high school, and then because that's when I discovered it, and then like it was one of those like I was always told I was funny, just a class clown, but then I'm like, well, I don't know if I can translate that to what stand up would be or anything else. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, just try it, and I'm like, well, I don't know. And then I did write like an original, like 3 to 4 minutes that were terrible. I'm glad. Yeah, like
Of course.
yeah, there was no frame of like anything. Yeah, because yeah, there was no way it would have been amazing if they were good. Like, and then yeah, then I just I think or later on in life, I'm 33 now, so I think my first open mic was like when I was 31. So I started writing something like some concepts and like when I was 25.
Okay.
And they were just concepts. I did the punchline, then I kind of filled it. So I had that for like 7 years. Five, you know. Then when they finally I heard of, I thought open mics were rare. I didn't think they were so accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's funny coming back to the haircuts. My niece was getting baptized, and I was gonna be her godfather.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know what? How about we get a nice haircut? Not that my mom gave bad haircuts, but but like
No shade to mom.
yeah, right. She did. She lined me up good, you know. But I'm like, yeah, let me go somewhere where like they can just make me look a little bit more fresh, and let me keep the facial hair and everything. And so I started going to this barber Johnny. Shout out Johnny rocks the fade, and then he's very like artistic himself. He would like DJ and all this other stuff, and he's like, hey, we have an open mic coming up if you want to come out. And just mention it to me, never mention them, because I'm very quiet when I go to get my haircuts, since it's all new to me. Like, and yeah, I went out, I did it, and it was well. And then I'm like, can't wait to get back on it. The only to not do it for the next 2 years.
Okay, so that's kind of like a universal experience for some reason.
So, but yeah, so this is kind of like my first real try, I would want to say.
Why'd you stop?
I didn't think mics were so accessible.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I don't know where to go next. And I was thinking like I'll go back to there because I think they were gonna do like a monthly mic, and they just never had one again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know where to go now. And then someone there did tell me to go to Cole's Bar,
Okay.
and
I did calls once.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I should go. And then uh never went because I was like, I got to come up with new stuff, not knowing that like, no, this is where you kind of work
Hmm.
out your stuff. And yeah, not until this time where my first month I was literally writing new stuff for the
Hmm.
first each week.
Hmm.
And then they were like, hey, like Obi came up to me like, hey, you got good stuff. Like, you can still work on your other stuff if you want. And I'm like, I can? Like I didn't want to go up there and say things I already said. Like,
No, that's all open mics
yeah.
are.
but but yeah, I'm glad that it's able to give me that, like, revitalizing of life.
Yeah, I'm happy you found that.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah. But is there other interest in comedy that you have that like, or
um. Well, I guess. Well, for comedy, I just want to go back to you.
mm,
You actually, I think you asked me about my first open mic in the beginning when I was talking about the class.
yeah, sorry.
No, 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 that's okay. I kind of got distracted, but um, so I did that show for the second city, and then I was like, yeah, I can do this. This went really well, really well. So I went to my first open mic in Red Room,
Hmm.
and you know how that's like a competition kind of thing.
Yes,
The winner gets the
a spot on
a
Saturday.
guest spot,
Yeah.
yes. And so I won. Like the first
Oh,
open mic
nice.
that I went to, like actual open mic, I won. And I was like, this is perfect. I'm born to do this. I mean, I won my first open mic. What? Like I can do anything.
Yeah.
And so with that confidence, I went to another open mic. It was Underground Lounge. It's still one of my favorite mics. Like I'm going
Mhm.
there tonight, and bombed so hard with that same
Oh,
set, like the exact same set. I went up there and I was like, this is gonna kill,
yeah. It's foolproof. It's
obviously.
foolproof. Like, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go there and make people laugh. I'm not, And I bombed so hard, like literally no one knew me, no one laughed, no one, it was just like that silence, and everyone was looking at me like, next.
Yeah.
Someone take this mic away from her. And so that's coming back to, you said you didn't do it for 2 years. I stopped doing it for like 2 or 3 months. I was like,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
never going back.
Yeah.
I obviously
Yeah.
that first open mic was a mistake, and it's comedy is a mistake, and
Yeah.
I'm just never gonna go back. And then I was like, okay, you know what?
It's
Sit down and do your own stuff, and we could learn from
yeah.
it and move on. But yeah, I also had like a break in between the first and second, well, technically second and third open
Yeah.
mic.
I think
um
they're necessary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just have uh, to kind of disappear for a while. But other interests, what do I do? I go to school. That's mostly,
Mhm.
I'm taking a semester break now, but that's mostly what I've been doing. Because I mentioned psychology from back in Serbia. I used to do that. I was on my way to becoming a psychotherapist, decided I do not want to do that. Um, that's happy I decided not to do
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I just kind of went back to what I've always wanted to do, which is medicine, and started going to, I go to a community college here, getting
Okay.
prerequisites, and um just working on that kind of
Nice.
pre-med. I don't know what else I do. What do I do? I hang out, I run, I that's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Is there any shows right now that you're watching that are pulling you towards anything or just attention wise?
What am I watching? I started watching The Bear
Oh, okay.
because it's very Chicago. It's
Yeah.
very, but I work in a restaurant. So
No.
it just feels like bringing work to home.
Yeah.
It's a fun show. I like the concept. I like everything, but it's just so stressful. And like,
Hmm.
I usually watch shows when I come back home from work,
Hmm.
and it just seems like continuing to work. That's kind of the stress that it gives me.
Yeah.
So I had to stop doing that. I might continue when I stop working at the restaurant, but that I watched. I think the last show that I watched beginning to end was Tell Me Lies. I don't know if you're familiar.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's just drama.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic, very
Yeah. How far are you into the bear? Like season
just
one? Or
maybe third episode.
okay.
Because
I
it's so stressful.
no, yeah, they captivate that very well. Where I watched it as it was coming out,
Oh,
and
nice.
and yeah, it was just stressed me out, especially the first season, where I'm just like, oh my god, and then now I have to go to work.
Do you also, what do you do?
I work at a hotel.
Okay.
But I would. It got to the points where sometimes I would try to incorporate, like, all right, guys, we're gonna, like corner, like just like,
Just start calling everyone chef.
yeah,
Um,
like
no, yeah, that's the thing. Like I try to relax when I come home. I just don't wanna um hear anything or like see it. I just need calm. Like I need calm, and I
the
need
bear is not
the
that.
beer is not that,
The
especially
bear,
because it's about the restaurant, and I'm
yeah,
like, I know exactly how you feel when you have incompetent people around you.
yeah.
Not at this workplace.
Nah, other places,
Other
other. We're
places.
never talking about where we're at now.
No, obviously not. The place that I work at is perfect.
Yeah,
Everyone is perfect.
there's. I don't want to spoil anything, but you're gonna hate the last episode of that season.
I
Like,
already do. I think I already do. I if we can just make the bear into the Cats of Chicago, I can watch that. Like
okay,
that can work for me.
yeah,
Because I'm like, you know that like Leonardo DiCaprio meme that's like
yeah, yeah,
every in between scene. I'm
yeah.
like, I know
No,
where
yeah.
it is. Oh my god, red
Yeah.
line. I do
It's
that.
funny how yeah, that's honestly the best part of it where you're like, I purple line, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love Chicago.
And then when you see them on the stop, you're like, he lives in that neighborhood? Like I wouldn't see him living there. It's like
Where does he live?
I don't think they say it, but I think there was one shot at some point where they show him like on a purple line stop.
Purple line.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I can kind of see him
yeah.
in like Evanston, you know?
Wouldn't that be yellow?
No,
Oh, it
yellow
does
is
go. Yeah,
Skokie.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yellow is
Yeah.
Skokie. But I can see him in Evans. It's kind of like one of the kind of rich suburbs. And he is a fancy chef coming from, well, he's not anymore, but as
No,
far as I
yeah.
understood, he came from a fancy restaurant,
Yeah.
Michelin
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. So I can see him living in Evanston, honestly.
Sometimes I'll be honest, I'm not good with neighborhoods. I just know intersections.
Hmm.
So when someone's
Oh,
like, this neighborhood, I'm like, and then,
that's the difference between a driver and a non-driver.
no,
That's
okay.
driving. This is CTA.
Yeah. Yeah, because people will be like, oh, like, I'm from this neighborhood. Like, oh, like, yeah, it's this street and this street. Oh, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like that for red line stops. Like I think I can recite red line stops north to south to around 35th. Probably not after that.
I don't think there's much after that.
There is.
Yeah.
Is there?
Oh, I know there's stops. I'm saying I don't think there's anything to go for after that.
Yeah, I've never been further from that.
Well, you know what? I think I completely should have asked this earlier. So, how have you liked Chicago since you've been here?
I love Chicago.
Yeah.
I love it. It's my it feels more like home than home
Yeah.
ever did, honestly.
Is there something about the city that like what are things that obviously that you expected from the city, and like what is one like the things that like really took you by surprise?
I mean, I visited the city before I moved.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been coming here. I just don't I just it's it's one of it's just underrated. It's so underrated. Growing up, I always wanted to visit New York, you know, Los Angeles, blah blah. I was never like, oh, I really want to visit Chicago, and that's good because now that I live here, I'm like, okay, good. Let's gatekeep it.
Yeah.
Let's not tell people how great of a city it is. But I just wasn't expecting. I was expecting what I would expect from any other big US city. So just a lot of people, I would expect it to be dirty, to be overwhelming, not welcoming, not really homey. You know how like I visited New York City,
Hmm.
and it's just so overwhelming. I like it. It's fun. It's fun
Yeah.
to visit, but it's just so overwhelming. There's so much, and it's just not as friendly. And for Chicago, I would say that it's just, oh my God, I love it so much. It's I'm I go through I literally don't have words. I go through the I think okay, so I'm getting distracted here.
No.
Chicago is one of the reasons I think I got into running as much as I did,
Okay.
because exploring it
Hmm.
by walking would be too slow. And I think that Chicago is what pushed me to go like a mile more, a mile more, a mile
Oh,
more.
okay.
Like if I wasn't living here, if it wasn't as fun to explore as it is,
Yeah.
I don't think that I would go past, like 4, 5, or 6 miles. But once it got started going, like once I started running more than 6 miles at a time, that was all Chicago. That was like,
Mm.
oh, I'm in this new neighborhood and I want to see another street. I want to see another
Yeah.
part. I want to go further. So, it's just that's how much I love it. I'm just like and whenever something is not right, whenever I'm sad or whatever, I'm like I just go out and
Yeah.
go to my favorite spots, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
this is just like I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be.
And that's one thing that like that's amazing about Chicago that I've noticed that the neighborhoods are so different
Yes.
that sometimes like even just the way the houses look that you're like, oh cool, like I'm not where like for me, like I was born and raised in this neighborhood.
Hmm.
So when I go to other neighborhoods, I'm like, whoa, like these houses are nice.
Yeah.
Or just even like, hey, I like how this house is built more than that one, or just it's amazing that it's where the city has such a culture, but then such separate cultures within it.
Yes, every
Yeah.
neighborhood is like a small town.
Yeah.
You can literally see the difference right where the sign ends. It's
Yeah.
just like if you go through, I don't know, like Lincoln Park, where the sign is Lincoln Park. It's just like a completely different vibe from Gold Coast on the south and Lakeview on the north. It's
Mm.
just it's or like all other neighborhoods. But yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. Is this your favorite neighborhood? What are your
Yes.
favorite neighborhoods?
Favorite neighborhoods. Obviously, I would have to say this one just because I'm so accustomed to it. And then just because I feel like it's a cousin neighborhood, Pilsen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love
That's
Wilson.
yeah, that's a good one. Um, Logan Square is nice. I feel like there's always kind of something cool going on over there. That's where I
Lincoln
feel,
Lodge.
yeah.
Shout out.
Feel like when I want to feel hipsterish, I go over there and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm one of the cool kids, guys. Like, um, for the hidden parts, not like the obvious ones. Like, I do love downtown.
Hmm.
I know I work downtown, but like I've been going downtown since like I was in grade school.
Hmm.
So like, cause my dad would like he would work downtown, give people rides to work, but the days he was off, he'll still take them. So he would ask me and my sister like, "Hey, do you guys want to go with me?"
Uh-huh.
So like we would just drive Lakeshore Drive, and then yeah, just being able to see everything, and you're just like, "Oh wow, like it's amazing." And obviously, like the bean and the fountain are cool, but once you find a little like pockets of things, you're like, "This is awesome."
Yeah.
Like there's so many places that people don't know of, and it's that. And again, just that's what makes Chicago amazing.
Yeah. And it's so big that you can find those little spots endlessly. Like it seems that there's always something new to see.
Yeah.
There's always something new to find out. And just like the diversity
Hmm.
and how many, I feel like Chicago really celebrates different cultures.
Hmm.
And you can kind of see that with the different neighborhoods. And you can also see that in the, like, just like stores and restaurants that we have.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's so cool. I love
Yeah.
it.
And then it's awesome how like every neighborhood, like especially ones that are kind of just from like a country base, like Greektown, like they take their time to do like a street festival that a week,
Yes. Oh my
and then
God.
you're like, all right, cool. If you want to and take part of the culture, like, well, here's a week for that.
Yes.
Yeah, and
It's
then
I've never heard about that anywhere else.
yeah,
There's so many events. Speaking of festivals, now starting spring and summer, literally every single week, a different neighborhood has a different festival.
yeah,
It's free. I mean,
Yeah, that's yeah.
donations, but like it's free. You can literally do something every single weekend without having to pay a lot of money or go far or
Mm.
travel. And there's also, I don't know if you saw, it was Chicago's birthday a couple months ago.
I didn't. No.
No, they made a birthday celebration for Chicago. Like Chicago made a party for its birthday, and I
Yeah.
thought that was one of the cutest things ever. And they made it in center of Chicago, but not like in downtown center. They made it like a geographical
Oh,
center of
okay.
Chicago. I forgot where it was. I was working, I couldn't go, but it was that stuff like that, and
Yeah.
just it's. There's so many things that are so much more accessible to us residents, like if you have Illinois, well, not Illinois, but Chicago address, you can go to so many different museums for free.
Yes.
You can
Yeah.
just see so many things for free. It's just, I feel like it really appreciates its
Yeah.
residents. And I think that's really, really cool.
I think it's crazy that Chicago had to throw in its own party. Maybe Indiana should have done it. Like I don't think
That's
we wouldn't accepted it from Wisconsin.
no,
No, we
no.
would have been like, it's okay.
That's keep your parties to
Yeah,
yourself.
we
We're
yeah.
good.
Indiana,
We're
Indiana, come
okay.
over. Like
Or don't. No, I'm
yeah.
kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's
um, is there
go Wisconsin.
is there anything on your Chicago checklist that you still want to go by?
There's a lot of places I still
Mm-hmm.
haven't been. This is actually my first time in this neighborhood. I've been to Pilsen, I've been to Bridgeport. Um, I I wanted to run here, but I was like, I wouldn't look good. And it's also kind of cold outside, so
Yeah,
but that's I think I'm gonna come back here to kind of explore it like that. And there's just a lot of museums that I still haven't been to, just because it's, you're here and you're like, oh, there'll be time to go.
yeah,
So I'm just, yeah, there's still a lot of places, museums, different neighborhoods. I'm yet to go kind of more west.
mm,
I know northern neighborhoods pretty well
yeah,
because I used to live up north. I mean, I still kind of do. But I haven't been west a lot,
yeah.
so
Have
that's what I
you
want to start doing.
have you gone into any Chicago team games?
No.
No, no, no White Sox,
Uh,
Cubs, Bulls.
Go
Uh,
sports.
no,
I do. That's all I
no.
can say.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I respect and I support. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
I have been to a Cubs game,
Mhm.
and I do want to say it was painfully boring. And I just don't get baseball. It's just, I
Yeah.
can't get into it. It's so boring. Go Cubs, go Sox, but just while I'm not there. I will support you from afar. As far as I understood, baseball is more like a drinking sport where you go
Yeah.
to like,
Just yeah.
yeah, so not for me,
Yeah.
apparently. I love NBA.
Yeah.
Like I've watched NBA long before I came here. There's a lot of Serbian NBA players.
Mm.
MVP is Serbian, like Jokic. So
Yeah.
I have been to Bulls games. That's probably my favorite. I do want to go to Blackhawks. I just haven't had the chance yet. Football, I don't understand. I
Football, I
love.
don't think is worth it.
I
Like
don't.
money wise.
Yeah,
Like.
it's like, and I don't get it. I don't understand
Yeah.
football. I tried. I watched both of the Super Bowls in the past 2 years. I gave it my best. I am kind of getting the hang of it. It's so slow.
I will say this: I on your Instagram, I like the reels you did, like questions to ask during like the game.
Thank you.
Which is like yeah, like those questions would have got me like, okay, like can we watch the game? Like
No, I know that's
yeah,
that's intentional to
yeah,
annoy people, because I genuinely don't. Those are my thoughts when I'm watching
yeah,
football. That's not even a sketch. That was literally, it was sub-zero outside during winter. That's where most of my reels come from. Just that kind of headspace of, wanting to not live during the winter here.
yeah.
And it was just, yeah, those are my actual thoughts during a football game. Not even kidding.
Well, they're good thoughts because like it's one of those where I was like, you know what, like I I treat every question with a good amount of respect.
You shouldn't.
No.
Don't deserve any respect,
Yeah.
honestly.
But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna answer it like if you want me to. Like,
No, there are stupid questions.
mm,
That's for sure.
yeah. And you know what? Before I forget, what are your Instagram socials? You want to throw those out?
I don't. So I should have a more like an easier. Facebook I don't use.
Hmm.
That's just for family. Instagram is Ley_en_a. No,
I tag them either or. So
can yeah,
yeah,
let's do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I made my Instagram handle probably 10 years ago or so, and it has like a whole meaning behind it,
Hmm.
and I'm sentimentally attached to it. So I find it very difficult to change it to something easier, like Jelena Comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Oh, sometimes it's better to just have it as you have it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just that's it for now. That's what it is. Tag
yeah.
me.
No,
That's all
I
we can do. TikTok is Jelena_comedy though.
okay.
So that's I have over 200 followers. Yay.
Nice, nice. It is an accomplishment to get people to like have a following.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm like, if I had 200 people in the audience, I would be happy. So
That would be amazing.
that's yeah.
Like,
I like TikTok just because I have a fan from there.
hmm,
That's where I got a fan. Like
yeah,
I actually have a person who comes to shows just to see me, and I'm
nice.
like, yay, that's
Yeah,
my first one.
yeah,
He found me on TikTok, so yay.
yeah. And the weird thing about like social media sometimes that gets me like when you get the following and like because I had someone that like I met and they're like, oh hey, like I seen your stuff and I'm like, this is the
Ooh,
first time we
nice.
met. Like not knowing I have like the stuff, I forget that I'm putting content and stuff out like that. And I'm like, and I thought he just meant seeing me do stand up.
Uh
I'm like, we just met. And, like I haven't gotten up. He's like, oh no, your podcast. I'm like, oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
oh, I do that.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks. He's like, yeah, man, good stuff or whatever. I'm like, oh, thanks, like just having coming down from that, like, I thought this guy was a stalker.
No, but it is kind of intimidating, like putting stuff out there, and
Yeah.
it's. Is it for you?
Uh,
No.
it,
Okay.
it,
It's
it
just.
can be, there was an episode where I shared a story where I was like, well, I gotta learn how to edit because I probably shouldn't have told that story. But then I'm like, you know what? If I'm a big believer, like if I'm gonna put it out there, shouldn't be taken in ill intent. I mean, it was a story about how like it was just kind of towards me, but it's one of those like, hey, you know what? If someone can hear that and get a laugh of it or learn something from it, then
Yeah.
yeah, like it had its purpose.
Yeah. It's in the end, it's all about kind of connecting with people.
Yeah, and then hopefully someone else can be like, hey, you know what? I did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully not with that story, but
What's the story?
uh when I was 20, I forget exactly, but um I kind of almost got blackmailed for so okay, so I guess I'll retell it.
Oh, okay. If
Well,
you're comfortable with that,
yeah.
no, that's
It
okay.
was the Cliff Notes one, Cliff Notes version of it. I got a random friend request on Facebook from a
Okay.
woman and they're like, "Hey, you want to have some fun, whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then like she video calls me,
Uh
she's
huh.
doing her thing, and she's like, "Show me yours."
Uh huh.
And I'm like, "No, we're not doing that." And then um, it was in Spanish, so I'm trying to tell her like, "Oh, like turn around," and as I'm trying to sound it out to spell it, I realize it's a video call so she could hear me.
Uh huh.
So she just does it, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, well, you know what? She's being gracious. I should repay. She's
Mm-hmm.
asking. So I show, and then the feed cuts, and then like, it's like my Facebook like profile picture,
Uh huh.
and like a snippet of like my unit,
Uh huh.
and back and forth.
That's a classic.
And then it's like, if you don't send us $3,000, we will
Did you?
share this. No.
did they share?
They posted it on my wall.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But
so
wall, you can kind of delete that.
yeah, so I deleted it right away, and I deactivated my account.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first time I told that story, I'm like, why? Like even as I was actively telling it, I'm like, why am I telling this?
That's not
Like,
it's kind of yeah, okay, it's not too bad.
no, yeah,
It's a
but
classic.
yeah, and I keep thinking I want to make it into a joke where like, cause I originally negotiated it down to $100.
Mhm.
Cause I'm like I could do $100. Like,
That's a good that's like you should put that on your CV. A
yeah,
good negotiator.
yeah,
3,000 to 100,
yeah,
that's
no,
good.
yeah. Cause I was like, look, like I can't do 3,000. I don't know who you think I am.
You found the wrong
Yeah,
person.
you like I have $100, and then they're like, "We'll take it," and I'm like,
Did you send 100?
"No."
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
You
no. At the end,
negotiated it down to 0.
yeah, cause I'd have just fear and concern. I messaged my sister, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and then she's like, "Yeah, are the things is your face and we're in the same photo at the same time?" I'm like, "No." It's like then no one can prove it's yours,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I'm like, "Absolutely." You see?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So people are
So,
monsters.
yeah, and then just don't, I guess, what was the message of the story for the audience?
Don't
Don't show your
don't show your private parts.
in the same frame as your face.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
important part.
And then, but you know what? For men and more in general, don't just show it. Like
Yeah,
don't.
just honestly, yeah, just
Yeah.
don't. No, no.
It's
Skip
it.
that.
No one wants to see it as more. Women don't want to see it
No,
as much
we're
as
not
people
gonna
think.
ask. If someone's asking, it's probably a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good message.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just I even feel like my face got red right now. But any closing thoughts you want to throw out for us?
No, not really. I think, yeah, not I don't know.
No, no worries.
Any questions, concerns? I asked once. I did a show a couple of weeks ago. Because the stories that you're talking about, like that's how I feel, like in stand up.
Hmm.
I just say the most unhinged stuff and the most probably traumatizing / embarrassing stories, like in person on stage. Usually not online. I like most of my
They
time
kind of
would
come see
be
you if you're gonna.
yes, yeah, but then once I do, I did a show and it was a heckler's happy hour, so it was kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
a, with the audience, and I asked the audience any questions, concerns, and then one guy from the back was like, I'm concerned. I was like, okay, noted. Maybe I need to chill down a bit, tone it down a
Yeah.
bit if the audience is concerned for me. But no, yeah, no.
No.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, I mean, other than thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I wish you well more in your success.
Thank you. You
I
too.
just from you're very funny. Just from the stuff you have posted, I'm like, yes, like
Thanks.
people should come out and see you.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Yes.
so I know you'll have many more continued success.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thanks. You too.
But all right, guys, that was another episode of Wait What. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.